Now, on Good Morning Northwest, new details about the 21-year-old accused of leaking classified military secrets online and why he'd been reprimanded before his arrest.
Quick line of showers moving through parts of Idaho. We're going to see some haze and heat for our area, and we're going to have the timing on that coming your way.
And indicted by a grand jury. Why that means the man accused of the U of I murders will be in court weeks before he was scheduled to be, and what happens next in the case. You're watching Good Morning Northwest here on 4 News Now. Good morning, and thanks so much for waking up with us. I'm Derek Dice.
And I'm Robin Nance. It is Thursday, May 18th, and Mark is here with our first alert forecast. There's some activity happening.
Yeah, we've got a shower activity over into Idaho. Here's the deal. Normally, we'd wake up this time of year, we'd be into the mid to upper 40s. Well, we're in the low 60s, and we got some cloud cover. The showers moving out of Coeur d'Alene. We've got some blue sky and 63 degrees with still some cloud cover. So here are the 4 things you need to know. Idaho morning showers starting to move out. We're tracking the wildfire smoke to the north and where it's going to wind up. Otherwise, sunshine today, but we'll talk about the record heat that's coming in this weekend. This is what our morning has been like from Sandpoint all the way down to parts of Montana, cruising through. We see now just in around 4th of July Pass, making its way through Kellogg and into areas of Montana, Lookout Pass. They're going to be getting some rain. Could be an isolated thunder bumper, but for the most part, it's just wearing itself out. We're waking up to very mild conditions. Meteor at 53 degrees. That's still well above average, but 60 into Deer Park. We've got 62 downtown. Into the valley, you're 63. It's beautiful. Over the next 12 hours, we're going to warm 10 o'clock, 73 degrees. Low 80s all afternoon long. And that high today at 4 or 5 o'clock, about 84 degrees.
From the Breaking Now desk, this morning we're learning more about the Air National Guardsman at the center of the Pentagon records leak. In new court filings, federal prosecutors allege that Jack Teixeira ignored several orders to stop his searches into classified intelligence that was unrelated to his work. The DOJ says Teixeira was reported as recently as February by Superior for looking at classified materials beyond his primary duties. Prosecutors noting at least 2 other warnings from Superior last September and October, telling Teixeira to no longer take notes on classified intelligence information and to cease and desist on any deep dives into classified intel.
This individual should never have been given that kind of access, and after the warnings, he should have been taken off that job.
More than 1 month after Teixeira's arrest, the government says it now believes the leak is more widespread and involves more classified national defense information than previously known. The revelations come as a federal judge decides whether to keep Teixeira in custody or release him before his trial. Teixeira's lawyers are arguing against the government's claims that if he is released, he would be a danger to the public and a flight risk. They've asked for his release into his father's custody. And Teixeira is due back in court tomorrow. Reporting in studio, Sydney Charles, 4 News Now.
Sydney, thank you. New details in the University of Idaho murders case. The man suspected of fatally stabbing 4 U of I students in November has been indicted by a grand jury on 4 counts of murder and 1 count of burglary.
That's right. Brian Kohberger is accused of killing Kaylee Gonzalez, Madison Mogan, Xana Kernodle, and Ethan Chapin in their off-campus home this fall. And he's now just days away from entering his plea. Kohberger was scheduled for a preliminary hearing in late June, but this grand jury indictment changes things. He will now be arraigned on Monday, skipping the hearings altogether. We spoke with local attorney Corey Clear Larson, who says the motive is not surprising in a high-profile case like this one.
And so in this instance, they're bypassing that whole preliminary hearing, which was set to go on for a week, and kind of depriving the defense of the ability to cross-examine witnesses or to basically get word in edgewise when it comes to the indictment.
Larson says the indictment shows how confident the prosecutors are in their case against Kohberger. In order for an indictment like this to be issued, the prosecution has to bring forward all of the evidence.
This is a sign that they're confident in their case, and obviously they've managed to get an indictment. But it's also a sign that they don't want to have to get bogged down in the preliminary hearing.
On Monday, Kohberger will be arraigned and enter his plea. If he pleads not guilty, the case will move towards a trial. We'll have a team in the courtroom on Monday morning to bring you all the latest details.
Kohberger is being held without bail in the Latah County Jail. He could face the death penalty if convicted. College graduation season gave one glimpse of the lives lost in the U of I murders.
Now, we will present a Bachelor of Science in Business degree to the family of Madison May Mogan.
Madison would have walked the stage with her classmates in Saturday's graduation ceremony. She and 3 other victims were honored posthumously instead.
The heir to Bozzi Media, which runs local magazines and events, is now facing drive-by shooting and assault charges. Jordan Bozzi is accused of firing shots at a silver vehicle outside a convenience store early Sunday morning. Bozzi and that vehicle both left the parking lot, but police say he came back 15 minutes later. Bozzi told a clerk someone in the vehicle pointed a gun at him and he shot at their tires. He was arrested Tuesday. Bozzi inherited the family business when his parents both died from complications of COVID within a month of each other 3 years ago.
At times, it seems the streets of Spokane are teeming with people on drugs, having mental health issues, or both. Thousands of police calls are to deal with these people. A specialized unit made up of Spokane and Spokane Valley Police, sheriff's deputies, and mental health counselors focus solely on those calls. It's called the Behavioral Health Unit, and it's taking a completely different approach to policing.
Because you can't criminalize your way out of mental health issues, substance use. So being able to send someone to the hospital to get them that help and having a positive interaction with an officer goes a lot further in the long run.
How does the unit work? Is it effective? And who's paying for it? Find out in my special report tonight on 4 News Now at 6 o'clock.
Yeah, something I didn't even realize was happening until recently.
Yeah, and it's been going on for a few years, but it hasn't been widely publicized. But I think it's time for us to see what's going on.
Yeah,
It's
no
now
doubt.
7 minutes after 6.
All right, let's send things back over to Mark Peterson. And, well, are we really talking about air quality now?
We've got problems with air quality in Montana, parts of Idaho. Right now, Washington, for the most part, is just seeing haze coming out of this and not severe smoke. Into Republic, they've got some unhealthy air there. We're going to have more on the forecast coming up.
The iconic movie Benny and June was filmed in Spokane 30 years ago. Coming up, how the city is celebrating the anniversary and how you can be part of it.
And a worldwide banking giant has agreed to pay some victims of Jeffrey Epstein. The big settlement after this break.
Stream 4 News Now on your TV for free with the KXLY Plus app.
Liberty Park Greenhouse and Garden Center, same location and family owned since 1928. We're a full-service garden center and everything is locally grown. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram for weekly deals. Liberty Park Greenhouse and Garden Center in Spokane's Perry District.
Selection. Wendell Ford has it. Supply chains have bounced back and our inventory is stronger than ever. Edge, Escape, Explorer, Expedition, F-150. Even certified used vehicles with Ford's Blue Advantage. Great selection, great service, and great financing options. Don't delay. Visit Wendell Ford at the Y on North Division. And drive for generations.
My name is Stephen, and this is my Summit Cancer Center story. I had a large tumor in my left lung in November of 2018. We went through in 2020 doing a lot of end-of-life planning. Summit was very aggressive in my treatment of diagnosis. Since then, with my recovery, we're doing a lot of life events. I love the people there. I would recommend Summit Cancer Center. My wife calls it a miracle.
Chewelah Casino is now Missisquoi Casino Hotel. New name means new fun. In celebration of our new name and our 29th anniversary, you could win cash and 2 tickets to see George Strait at Lumen Field in Seattle. It's easy to enter. Check in at the Sun Club daily in May for an entry. The more days you check in, the more chances you have to win. Chewelah Casino is now Missisquoi Casino Hotel.
No matter where you are in your financial journey, we're here to help you along the way. Open a free Ascend checking account and you can earn 3.50% APY on balances up to $15,000 with no minimum balance required. Bring your finances to new heights with our checking that pays you dividends. Get your account today at p1fcu.org/ascend. P1FCU, your community, your credit union.
Liberty Park Greenhouse and Garden Center, 3 generations in the same location since 1928. We have a great selection of geraniums and nonstop begonias, annuals, perennials, vegetable starts, and hanging baskets. We have it all. Liberty Park Greenhouse and Garden Center in Spokane's Perry District.
4 News Now. is brought to you by Coeur d'Alene Nissan.
Welcome back. Here's a look at what's new on Good Morning Northwest. President Joe Biden is in Japan today for the G7 summit, a trip meant to bolster U.S. alliances in Asia.
The trip, once planned for 8 days, has been cut in half so the president can return to D.C. for negotiations over raising the U.S. debt ceiling. In Japan, Biden is attempting to coalesce the leaders of some of the world's largest economies around a commitment to take on Beijing's aggressions and support Ukraine amid Russia's invasion. The world leaders will also discuss artificial intelligence and concerns raised about the technology's rapid advancement.
Deutsche Bank has agreed to pay $75 million to settle a lawsuit filed by women who say they were abused by the late financier Jeffrey Epstein. The move resolves claims in a proposed class action in Manhattan federal court by Epstein's accusers. Epstein was a Deutsche Bank client from 2013 to 2018. He died in jail in August of 2019 while awaiting trial for sex trafficking. New York City's medical examiner called it a suicide.
Drastic weather change had deadly consequences in northern Italy. Officials say at least 9 people were killed when severe rains caused heavy flooding in the Emilia-Romagna region. Several others are still missing and thousands have been evacuated. The region had a long drought before getting 6 months worth of rain in 36 hours.
Hi, good morning, everybody. 10-second takeaway. It's another warm start. We're into the low 60s. We're going to stay there. It's going to be sunny and hazy at times today with a few clouds. So be dressed for that and grab those shades. 84 the high today.
This July, Spokane will celebrate the 30th anniversary of Benny and June.
The movie starring Johnny Depp and Mary Stuart Masterson means a lot to a whole lot of people here in the city, especially those who were extras in the film. To celebrate this anniversary, a group of those extras and fans of the movie are making a short film telling about their experience from the time Hollywood came to Spokane. A lot of the extras still live here, and 30 years later, they're celebrating a film that gave Spokaneites a chance to see their city on the silver screen. When watching Benny and June, iconic Spokane landmarks like Riverfront Park and Ferguson's Cafe are easy to spot.
Of course, Ferguson's is where one of the most iconic scenes of that film was shot, right there, you know, with Johnny Depp and the forks and the rolls.
Don Hamilton, whose film studio is putting this short film together, says this movie made a lasting impression in Spokane, which is clear when so many parts of the city are easily recognizable. I don't know if you noticed it there in the little graphic on your screen, but Don was a UPS driver in the movie, so he got to be one of those extras in it.
So fun.
Pretty neat. All right, Good Morning Northwest time is now 6:13.
Mark is dialing in the forecast as we speak. He's up in about 5 minutes with it.
And we are days away from one of Spokane's favorite celebrations. Right after the break, a live report with preps for the Lilac Festival Armed Forces Torchlight Parade.
Some ideas seem good, but aren't.
Maybe she could sell her house.
What could go wrong?
Like listing your house, then dealing with all the trouble, expense, not to mention closing costs. We Buy Ugly Houses can buy your house fast for cash, as is with no hassle. Call or click to sell quick.
You ever hear the phrase, it's all about the money? At Kootenai Casino, it's definitely about winning money, but it's also about the fun, the food, the spa, the people, and the friendly atmosphere you won't find anywhere else. Midweek rooms are just $79 in the Kootenai Falls Lodge or Riverview rooms for just $109. It's all about us showing you a good time and giving you a shot at winning big. To book a winning getaway, call 888-YOU-ARE-LUCKY or visit KootenaiRiverInn.com.
How does free college or training sound? It's possible. Washington College Grant gives eligible people money for certificate programs, job training, apprenticeships, or college. Learn more at wagrant.org. That's wagrant.org.
Sometimes you're so busy taking care of everyone else, you don't do enough for yourself or your mouth. But eventually it will remind you. When it does, Aspen Dental is here for you. We offer the custom dental treatments you need all under one roof right nearby, so we can bring more life to your smile and more smile to your life, affordably. New patients without insurance can get a free complete exam and x-rays and 20% off treatment plans. Aspen Dental, anything to make you smile. Schedule your appointment today.
The Move Fitness gyms are on the move.
Let's go! With everyone getting ready for summer and a new gym opening soon in Spokane, there's never been a better time to join.
Congratulations to Rathdrum, Idaho, Stubmeyer Park, and it's Holt Field that's going to be rebuilt with the Diamonds and Dreams. The field needs a lot of work, and we're here to help. Diamonds and Dreams with the 4 News Now Extreme Team, brought to you by your hometown Chevy dealers and Horizon Credit Union.
This is how legends 2024 Chevy Silverado HD with Duramax diesel. And the Chevy Silverado with powerful TurboMax engine. No matter what route you take, there's a Chevy truck to get you there. Find new roads. Get 1.9% financing on all 2023 Silverado 1500 LT TurboMax pickups. Plus, get a $2,500 total cash allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle. See your hometown Chevy dealer today.
McVeigh Brothers is the only 5-star certified select shingle master contractor in the Inland Northwest. We also have great financing options like no money down and up to 12 years low interest financing. At McVeigh Brothers, we're always working for you.
Some ideas seem good, but aren't.
Maybe she could sell her house.
What could go wrong?
Like listing your house, then dealing with all the trouble, expense, not to mention closing costs. We Buy Ugly Houses can buy your house fast for cash, as is with no hassle. Call or click to sell quick.
4 News Now is brought to you by Coeur d'Alene Casino Resort Hotel.
Sign up for breaking news alerts with the 4 News Now app.
Well, the Lilac Festival returns this weekend, and there are a few events tomorrow ahead of the big parade on Saturday.
The Armed Forces Torchlight Parade will start at 7:45 Saturday night and make its way through downtown Spokane. Emily Bloom is live downtown getting us ready for it.
Good morning, Derek, Robin. This is going to be the 85th year of the annual Lilac Festival. I am here with Sam Snow. He is the president this year. And Sam, all kinds of wonderful events that are going to be happening on Saturday leading up to the parade itself.
Yeah, we got a lot of fun things going on. We start out with the car show in the morning on Spokane Falls Boulevard, and the Lilac Marketplace will be going on as well on Howard, right next to that. And then we get to the Brew Fest at noon, and the parade starts at 7:45. It'll be a great parade and a beautiful day.
All right, and the Brew Fest happening right where we're standing right now.
Yeah, we're really excited. We moved from downtown to the park this year. It's a ticketed event. It's a beer tasting event. We'll have over 30 breweries right here, with the pavilion as a backdrop.
All right. And you're telling me that throughout the weekend, there's going to be all kinds of areas throughout the entire city of Spokane lit up in purple.
Yeah, when you're driving around town and you see the pavilion or the clock tower in purple or some of the other buildings downtown, just think of the Lilac events happening and come down and join us.
All right, and all kinds of street closures as well that people need to know about.
Yeah, we start out with Spokane Falls Boulevard being closed in the morning for the car show, so that'll be closed at 8, as well as Howard right next to it. And then later in the day, the North River area on Washington will be closed to prepare for parade staging. And then in the early evening, 4 and 5 o'clock, we'll start closing the roads in downtown.
All right, and for those who are interested in getting tickets for the events, where should they head?
Yeah, always go to SpokaneLilacFestival.org for all the information and tickets.
All right, thank you so much, Sam. So there you have it, all kinds of wonderful events happening throughout the day on Saturday leading up to the parade. The parade will start at 7:45 p.m. Saturday night. Derek, Robin, I'll send it back to you.
You know, a half hour ago, Mark was talking about he gets to help close down the streets.
Gets to help close,
Yeah.
yes.
I got to do that for Hoop Fest this year. It felt so powerful. Like, putting those barricades out, right? And be like,
you may not pass.
Yeah, like Gandalf.
Do you have candy? We might let you. No, it's when you're closing them down and there's still traffic.
Yeah,
and then you're going
tough.
like, hey, whoa, easy. But it's going to be fun. It's going to be. I love the fact that the beer event's going to be in the pavilion. I think it's going to be a phenomenal addition. All right, so our air quality index, we're just into moderate, and we're expecting potentially to end up in unhealthy for some over the next couple of days. So for those with tender lungs, just sort of pay attention. 84 degrees for the high today. It's well above average. 68 is a normal high this time of year, and we're going to see even hotter weather coming in for Friday and Saturday. 59 for the overnight low. It's going to be partly cloudy. It's going to be warm. It's going to be gorgeous. Now, we look at what has been going on this morning, and boy, a lot of people got some early morning wake-up calls into North Idaho, and now we see that losing some energy, but still rain involved along I-90 as you're heading into Montana. An isolated isolated or errant shower around our area is not out of the woods. We take a look at what we can expect going into the weekend. Variable clouds, Friday morning looking great. Friday night looking nice, warm. Saturday, another record-breaking day for heat, and it looks good. We're going to see into Wenatchee in that area the potential for thunderstorm activity. Sunday morning, another round of showers, and then we dry out and we cool down with breezy conditions. So we're going to have temperatures into the mid-80s today, 86 into Ritzville. That high pressure moving out, allowing colder weather to come in, and I should say cooler weather. So that's going to be into our Sunday at 84 degrees, and then we're in the low to mid-70s Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And it's wonderful that we're going to be in Rathdrum again at the Chuck Holt Memorial Field. Take a look at what we've got going on with, again, our Diamonds and Dreams. The Chuck Holt Memorial Field is going to get a complete upgrade, all new baseball mix, all-star mix. Thank you very much. Site 1 is delivering that Friday as we prep. We're going to get all the lines dialed in, but this is what I was looking at yesterday. Spent several hours with the crew with Park and Recs talking about some of the other things that we can do. Painting is going to be a big one, and refurbishing the benches into those dugouts, all of them. And they love fire truck red, so we're going to stay with that. Rada's matching that, and we're going to have our Horizon Credit Union volunteers. Mark, what are we doing? Painting again?
You were so good at it last time.
You're going to be professionals by the time you retire from the credit union. You can become a painter. You have years of experience.
There you go.
Love that they're helping.
Yeah.
So great. It's now 6:22. The Kraken season may be over, but the team is already looking toward the future. How Seattle's playoff run makes it optimistic about this next season.
And the Gonzaga women's basketball team is getting ready for a Euro trip. We'll tell you which countries they're headed to next in sports.
Download the 4 News Now app today.
Get a free Makita Impact Driver Kit or a Pit Boss grill now when you build a deck with wood decking or TimberTech or Trex composite decking and railing from Par. Visit par.com for details.
What are you going to build?
It's just a penny. Alone, it cannot change the world. But when a community starts putting them together, something special starts to happen. And these little pennies turn into something different. Hope. Join us Saturday, May 20th for the 27th Annual Joya Penny Drive from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. at any of our locations. Thank you, Spokane, for your support. A lot of people giving a little makes a big impact.
Can compassion fight crime? 4 News Now rides along with a special unit of Spokane Police. The job? To find safe solutions for people in crisis. But is this approach actually protecting our community? Watch my special report tonight, only on 4 News Now at 6.
What do we have here?
I was hit by a semi.
Looks good as new to me. For your headache.
Don't accept that small check.
After an accident like this, you need Craig Swamp and Associates by your side. We'll make sure that you get the help you deserve. And we only get paid after you win.
Well, how do I reach you?
One call, that's 509-999-9999.
At Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries, we know everyone has their favorite spot. It's the Memorial Day sale. For a limited time, save 30% store-wide and get 36 months special financing. Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries. Live life comfortably.
Build your deck with Par and get everyday low prices on Trex and TimberTech composite decking. But shop now and you'll get $100 off TimberTech, Trex, and AZEK railing and accessories with qualifying purchase. Visit par.com for details.
What are you going to build?
Welcome into Morning Sports. I'm Julian Minnesota. The Gonzaga women's basketball team is packing their bags and getting their passports ready. Gonzaga will play 3 games in Europe this summer. The Bulldogs will make stops in Greece, Croatia, and Montenegro. The NCAA allows colleges to go to foreign tours once every 4 years. This is the second time in program history the Bulldogs will be going abroad to play basketball. The team will also do some sightseeing along the way. Pretty fun. The trip is set for August 13th to the 25th. And when you're finished at a job, there's usually an exit interview. And now that the Seattle Kraken season is finished, the team held their exit interviews, and there was a lot of disappointment. As you can imagine, the team fell short of their goal to win the Stanley Cup championship. But there was also a lot to look forward to with the Kraken. Seattle made it to the second round of the playoffs in just their second season in team history. The players say this year will go a long way in building a title contender in Seattle.
I mean, obviously, you can be proud of the way that the guys, took a step this year. Obviously, playoffs, round, almost getting to the conference finals. I think that was a big piece of this group and us coming together and kind of building that foundation.
Definitely sure that there's a lot of sour taste in every guy's mouth that we're not still going. So we want to be right back where we were and try to keep going.
Seattle had a 40-point improvement in the standings from its inaugural season last year. And that'll wrap us up for Morning Sports.
Now, Maddie Beniers going to take a huge step next year, I think. Good Morning Northwest time is now 6:26.
As we go to a commercial break, here's your first look at what's coming up on Good Morning America at 7 o'clock.
In this morning's GMA First Look, Slingshot Hero.
I see my sister getting kidnapped. So I hear him, so I get mad.
Police say last week someone came out of the woods near Owen Burns' house in northern Michigan and attempted to take his 8-year-old sister. Owen heard his sister's screams from his bedroom and looked out.
I grabbed my slingshot, got my marble and a rock. Then I shot.
He flung a rock and then a marble directly at the 17-year-old suspect, hitting him in the chest.
To see that and to pop into action that quickly is extraordinary, and he should be commended for it.
And this morning, we'll hear how Owen's quick thinking protected his sister and helped police catch their suspect. It's all coming up at 7 a.m. with your GMA First Look. I'm Eva Pilgrim, ABC News, New York.
Bipolar 1, I got help to push back.
I got help to push back.
We got help to push back with Lybalvi.
Once daily prescription Lybalvi is proven to treat manic or mixed episodes of bipolar 1 in adults to help you push back. Elderly patients with dementia have an increased risk of death or stroke. Do not take Lybalvi if you are taking opioids or are in opioid withdrawal. The samidorphan in Lybalvi can cause severe opioid withdrawal that can lead to hospitalization or increased risk of life-threatening overdose. Get emergency help if you have trouble breathing, become very drowsy with slowed or shallow breathing, or feel faint, very dizzy, or confused. Or if you have fever, stiff muscles, confusion, rash, swollen glands, or problems with your liver, kidneys, heart, or lungs. Other serious side effects may include high cholesterol, weight gain, potentially fatal high blood sugar, uncontrolled body movements, which may be permanent, dizziness upon standing or falls.
Are you ready to push back against bipolar 1? Ask your doctor if Lybalvi is right for you.
Stream 4 News now on your TV for free with the KXLY Plus app.
Cholula Casino is now Mr. Casino Hotel.
Bill's Heating and Air, your locally owned, factory direct and voted #1 HVAC contractor, wants to become your go-to heating and air conditioning company. We offer free estimates and next-day installs. And now, we will beat any and all written estimates from any other licensed contractor. Yeah, you heard right. We will beat any other written estimate. Oh, and did I mention we have a 10-year parts and labor guarantee? Call now for your free estimate.
Hi, Kylie here with Dad at Parker Toyota. We know finding time during the busy week to schedule your service maintenance can be difficult. That's why we've expanded our hours. We're now open Sundays.
Schedule your oil change, brakes, and other maintenance needs at your convenience online, parkertoyota.com. Our highly trained technicians can get you in and out with our express service.
Experience the no-problem sales and service 7 days a week at Parker Toyota in Coeur d'Alene.
Life, it doesn't stand still, and neither do you. And wherever you go, we're with you. We're Global Credit Union, formerly Alaska USA. For 75 years, enriching the lives of members and guiding them on their financial journeys, giving them the confidence to not just follow their dreams, but to chase them. The future? We're on it. Let's get there together. Global Credit Union. On we go.
From 4 News Now, this is Good Morning Northwest.
4 News Now Story Tracker, taking a look at the stories people are reading about online.
43 years ago today, May 18th, 1980, Mount St. Helens erupted, killing 57 people and covering the landscape in ash for hundreds of miles. Today's anniversary comes just a few days after a portion of Highway 504, which provides access to Mount St. Helens and the Gifford-Pinchot National Forest from the west, was closed by a landslide. While the upper portion of 504 will be closed, the Mount St. Helens Visitor Center remains open. The U.S. Geological Survey says it was actually leftover debris from the eruption that caused Sunday's landslide.
ABC's The Bachelor is taking on dating in the golden years. A senior citizen edition of the show is coming this fall. The Golden Bachelor will feature singles 65 and older and will air on Monday nights right after Dancing with the Stars.
And just into the newsroom, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis is expected to file papers with the Federal Election Commission declaring his candidacy next week. This would formally enter DeSantis into the 2024 presidential race. That is according to 2 sources familiar with his plan. Good morning, Northwest. Thanks for waking up with us. I'm Robin Nance.
And I'm Derek Dice. It is Thursday, May 18th. Mark Peterson is here with a look at that first alert forecast. All right, going to be hot, but maybe a little hazy, too.
Yeah, there's going to be some haze. We're going to see a little bit of that coming out of really Montana via Alberta. Right now, we do see a little bit of haze, some blue sky, a little bit of cloud cover, 63 degrees currently. Winds east 9 miles an hour. Those east winds are going to pull in a little bit of that haze. 4 things you need to know. Idaho morning showers continue along I-90 as you head east into Montana. We're tracking that wildfire smoke and where it's going to end up. Otherwise, it's going to be sunny today with a little bit of haze, and the record heat still on track to come in for Friday and Saturday. This is what the show has been this morning into parts of Idaho and Montana. Now we're seeing these continue to be pushed eastward, and we're going to see those moving out of the Coeur d'Alene area, moving into Kellogg and Lookout, and then making its way out of there. That forecast radar shows all of that, and it's going to continue to clear out and look pretty good. Our current temperatures are into the low to mid 60s. You have 56 into 9 Mile, Coeur d'Alene at 59 degrees. Our day today is going to warm beautifully. 10 o'clock, 73 degrees, and then we're going to be in the low to mid 80s all afternoon long.
And this morning from the Breaking Now desk, we're getting a look at the damage left in Ukraine following a wave of Russian missile strikes early this morning. Right now, we are looking at the southern Ukrainian port city of Odessa, where 1 person was killed and 2 people were injured in these attacks. Ukraine claims that 30 cruise missiles were launched by Russia overnight, but nearly all of them were intercepted. The Ukrainian Air Force released this statement, saying in part, a total of 30 sea, air and land cruise missiles were launched, adding that air defenses destroyed 29 missiles. And new since my last report, the Russian Defense Ministry confirmed in its daily briefing that it struck weapons and equipment in these attacks. The ministry saying in part, as a result of the strikes, significant stocks of weapons and ammunition of the armed forces of Ukraine were destroyed, and the advancement of reserves to the areas of hostilities was also prevented. Authorities say the attacks were launched countrywide, and explosions were heard in multiple Ukrainian regions. The Kyiv City Military Administration said the capital's air defenses were activated, resulting in falling debris, which caused a fire. But Ukraine still says it's making progress in its war with Russia. Earlier this morning, a spokesperson for Ukraine's military says Ukrainian forces have made advancements around the embattled eastern city of Bakhmut over the past day, despite coming under heavy fire from Russian troops. And Bakhmut has been the target of a months-long assault by Russian forces that have yet to capture that city. Reporting in studio, Sydney Charles, 4 News Now.
Well, back here at home, one North Idaho school district is losing a third of its operating budget.
West Bonner County's $4.7 million levy failed Tuesday. The levy is used to pay and retain teachers, keep extracurricular activities, and even pay its school resource officer. Last night, the school board held a meeting to discuss the next steps. Athletics, extracurricular activities, recruiting, and retaining staff. All of that funding next year was budgeted to come from the district's levy. Priest River Elementary Principal Lynn Barker says the levy failing is bleak.
Did the math, we're going to have some class sizes of 33 and 35 at the elementary school level at second grade.
The school board hopes that COVID funding and funding that wasn't used this year can help keep staff and extracurricular programs going. The board also discussed the possibility of bringing the levy back for a vote in August. The board has to submit a balanced budget by the end of June.
We have some new details on the former North Idaho College professor facing battery charges. Court documents revealed that this man, Zachary Schallbetter, threw a bucket full of water and cleaning chemicals at NIC trustee Todd Banducci. Police said the bucket drenched Banducci, his office desk, and a computer. When police questioned Schallbetter about the incident, they said he told them Banducci is to blame for all of the problems at NIC. He says Banducci caused people to lose their jobs and is hurting the community. Officers said Schallbetter found out he lost his job at NIC earlier that same morning. He told officers he was being let go as a result of policies put in place by Banducci.
The North Idaho College Board of Trustees met to discuss an ongoing lawsuit between the college and President Nick Swain. The president was removed from his post. He later sued for reinstatement. The board agreed it would like to resolve the lawsuit and cooperate with Swain's request. At last night's meeting, board members also condemned the actions of Zachary Schallbetter, saying he had been on a one-year contract that had expired just before the attack.
Staff and volunteers are prepping Manitou Park's Duncan Garden for the summer. The city gardener is asking for your help to finish the project on time. Maddie Whitney has been gardening in Spokane for more than 20 years. She says this is her first year designing the Duncan Garden with the theme Bright and Bold.
It's going to be really bright and bold and colorful. I've used some unique plants that we haven't grown in the past. We've got some black foliage plants, some black flowered plants.
Whitney says the project could take up to 2 weeks to complete. She says she needs more volunteers because it could take longer without them. You can join anytime from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m., but you're asked to sign up on the city's volunteer page. You can find more information on KXLY.com. Then when you see pictures of everybody posting them soon, you can be like, yes, I had a part in this.
That was my work.
Yeah. All right. Good morning, Northwest. Time is now 6:37.
All right, Mark, what you got?
We're going to be in the 80s today. We're going to see tomorrow in the 80s, and then we're going to be in the 90s. A normal high is 68, so well above average. We're going to see above average smoke and haze. We'll talk more about that as well.
4 News Now on your time with Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
It's the new Coeur d'Alene Nissan Service and Parts Center. We're ready to keep your car in the best condition possible so you can drive with confidence. From express service to more advanced diagnostics and repairs, our certified technicians deliver expert service and advice. We also have an inventory of factory Nissan parts. You can personalize your vehicle with accessories tailored to your Nissan. Parts and service at the new Coeur d'Alene Nissan right off Highway 95.
Meet the team behind the team. The coach, the manager, and the snack dad, all using Chase to keep up with their finances. The coach helps save goals here because she saved for soccer camp there. And check this out. The manager deposited a check. Magic. And the snack dad, he's getting paid back. Orange slices. Because this team all has Chase. Smart bankers, convenient tools, one bank with the power of both. Chase, make more of what's yours.
You filming?
Yep.
Try rolling your wrist, dude.
You gotta focus on balance.
You should switch to sledding. I'm gonna block him. Good idea.
Don't forget stick work. Hustle's paying off.
Wow, what a great vacation.
Yeah, no kidding. The new hotel, the casino, Maslow's Steakhouse.
Don't forget the triple head shower.
Trust me, I haven't. I feel a million miles away.
You're not.
I understand that.
I just ran home and fed the dog.
Don't ruin this for me.
The largest casino resort in the Pacific Northwest is right in your backyard thanks to our brand new River Tower Hotel in Northern Quest.
The Tire Store for auto repairs, tires, and wheels. At the Tire Store, they'll let you split up your repair bill over a couple months. Get your car fixed today. ASC certified, and you can start an account with no credit check. Tire Store.
Well, there's a new call for schools and parents to teach young children life-saving skills. The American Heart Association says children as young as 4 can learn how to call 911 in a medical emergency. And by age 10 to 12, they should be able to administer CPR. The CDC says up to 90% of people who go into cardiac arrest outside of the hospital die because people around them don't always know how to help.
Good Thursday morning, 10-second takeaway. Yeah, it's a warm start. We're in the low 60s. It's really nice outside and not as muggy as yesterday. It's going to be sunshine and haze today. We're going to have a high of 84.
It's graduation season, and many young adults will be dealing with several financial concerns. But there are a few things graduates can do to set themselves up for success. Number 1, track expenses for at least 6 months to see habits before creating a new budget. Number 2, use the 50-20-30 method, where 50% of your paycheck pays for living expenses, 20% goes into savings, 30% is for things you enjoy.
Well, speaking of graduation season, KXLY and STCU are celebrating the grads of the class of 2023, and we want to honor the senior graduate in your life. This is Hope, who's graduating from Lake City High School. The message is from her sister, and it says, "Hope is beautiful inside and out. She carried herself through high school, staying true to herself while also always being kind and gracious to others. We are so proud of her and can't wait to see the accomplishments she will make in college. We love you, Hope."
And this is Colin Smid from Central Valley High School. Colin has done 2 years of running start at EWU and has been accepted into the aviation program at Central Washington University, where he will study to become a pilot. Go to KXLY.com/graduates to submit a graduate's photo for a chance to be featured right here on Good Morning Northwest. Your grad could also win a $50 gift card courtesy of STCU.
All right, this is a full circle moment. 101-year-old Fred Taylor walked across the stage at Cornell University on Sunday. He actually earned his music degree 80 years ago, but didn't attend graduation because Taylor left school to serve in World War II. He says now it feels complete.
Wow.
I wonder what he used that music degree for.
Excellent question.
Yeah.
It is now 6:42.
All right, Emily Bloom is live in downtown with a preview of the Spokane Lilac Festival.
85th Annual Lilac Festival. There's all kinds of events that are going to be happening throughout the day on Saturday leading up to the parade, like a brew fest, a market, and a car show. We have all the details that you need to know about coming up in just a few minutes.
Download the 4 News Now app today.
Can compassion fight crime? 4 News Now rides along with a special unit of Spokane Police. The job? To find safe solutions for people in crisis. But is this approach actually protecting our community? Watch my special report tonight, only on 4 News Now at 6.
Does your current roof have moss growing on it? Is it worn out or tattered? Have you recently seen the heat and electric bills going up? Then it may be time for you to get a new roof from McVeigh Brothers. McVeigh Brothers is the only 5-star certified select shingle master contractor in the Inland Northwest. We also have great financing options to help you out, like no money down and up to 12 years low interest financing. So you can get everything you want now and pay for it later. At McVeigh Brothers, we're always working for you.
We have your keys to fun. Tooele Casino is now Missisquoi Casino Hotel. New name means new fun. You could win this 2023 Chevrolet Trailblazer or $25,000 cash. Play your favorite games with your Sun Club card to earn entries to win. The more you play, the more you win. Earn bonus entries Saturdays in May. Join us for the prize drawing. Saturday, May 27th, starting at 5 p.m. Tooele Casino is now Missisquoi Casino Hotel.
4 News Now and STCU are teaming up to highlight and congratulate high school and college graduates. Send us a photo of your senior, and 10 lucky students will be chosen to win a $50 gift card from STCU. Enter your senior photo today at KXLY.com.
From the 5 a.m. morning regulars to those gotta fit it in lunchtime rush business goers to the busy moms that need childcare so they can just have a little time to themselves. Move Fitness is here for you, serving up the largest variety of workout options in Spokane with a new location opening soon to provide you the best results for your workout needs. Move Fitness. Join the movement.
It's spring decking season, which means it's time to get the best selection and pricing before summer from the decking pros at Windsor Plywood.
It's time to shop for wood.
Get it done now before the sun comes out.
Windsor Plywood.
Guess what? Garth's back.
Oh, this feels so good.
I love my life. And he's singing songs from some of our favorite artists. I thought I was going to marry Steven Tyler. I was like, yeah!
Watch Kelly today at 4 and 4 News Now at 5. 4 News Now is brought to you by Wendell Motors.
It's now 7:15. It's going to be a big weekend in Spokane. It is Lilac Festival time.
There are a few events tomorrow and Saturday, all ahead of the big parade on Saturday night. Emily Bloom is in downtown Spokane right now with some more of the details.
Derek Robin, this is going to be the 85th annual event. All kinds of fun events happening. So for those of you at home who may not have any weekend plans, you're going to want to listen up and catch what we've got going on. I'm here with Sam Snow. He is the president this year. And Sam, talk to us about the various events happening on Saturday before the parade.
Yeah, we have the car show starting in the morning at 8 a.m. Come down, bring your wonderful cars and show them off, or just come and see all the great cars that are there. Right next to that, we'll have the Lilac Marketplace. Later in the day, we'll have the Brew Fest right here at the Pavilion. And of course, that's a ticketed event. Tickets and all the information is available at SpokaneLilacFestival.org.
All right, and talk to us a little bit about the parade and what people can expect from that.
Yeah, it's going to be a great parade. A lot of high school bands will be marching. We have a lot of great equestrian units. And of course, we're always honoring our military and our veterans.
All right, and there is plenty of traffic closures that we want to let the public know about.
Yeah, so of course with the car show starting in the morning, we have Spokane Falls and Howard will be closed in the morning. Later in the day, the North River area around Washington will be closed so we can get ready to stage the parade. And then the downtown core will start closing around 5 p.m.
All right. And then there's going to be all kinds of various buildings throughout Spokane lit up in purple.
Yeah, we want to just show off the Lilac Festival is here, 85th year, and so the Pavilion and the Clock Tower and a lot of the other big buildings downtown will be lit up in purple just to show our community spirit. It'll be a lot of fun.
All right, thank you so much, Sam. So again, SpokaneLilacFestival.org for those of you who want to buy yourself tickets. And for more information, Derek, Robin, I'll send it back to you.
And just remember, it is going to be hot out there on the pavement on Saturday.
Indeed, and it is warm this morning with haze in the skies. And is this why?
We do have the fires that are in Alberta, and it's really going into Montana, and then from Montana coming over us. So it's, like secondhand smoke. It's coming across. We see really thick smoke into parts of the high line of Montana. Some of that's coming in these east winds, and that's where we're getting the haze, but the mountains are stopping a lot of it. Right now, we're just into the moderate for air quality. We could bump into the unhealthy for some at times in some of those protected areas, but it looks as if we're going to stave off the heavy smoke in our area. 84 degrees, again, a little bit of haze, and we're going to have those east winds 5 to 10 again, pulling in some of that smoke out of Montana. 59 for the overnight low, partly cloudy, winds are going to be light, going to be a gorgeous night, and tomorrow it's going to be hot. This morning, we had quite a bit of activity with thunderstorms into North Idaho, parts of Montana. As it works its way in, it's losing its energy. We're seeing just scattered showers now from Kellogg all the way into Lookout Pass and into Montana. See a few more showers sneaking into the north, and we're going to see those isolated and scattered. We're expecting to see a relatively dry condition through Friday morning. Friday evening, it's going to be absolutely wonderful. We're going to see Saturday, 7 p.m., should be a dry sky, and we're going to have some showers into the Cascades. And then Sunday morning, And Sunday afternoon, we have the potential, about a 40% chance of showers. By Monday, things dry out again. Highs today are going to be into the mid-80s. We're going to be 86 into Ritzville, 93 into the Tri-Cities. 87 on Friday, 91 on Saturday, both setting records for heat. And then 84 on Sunday. Then we're in the low to mid-70s, and things look pretty darn good. We look at that temperature trend, and it's hot, 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 but it's still above average as we work our way towards Thursday. Extreme Team reveal, and it should be beautiful weather for that community party in Rathdrum.
And even that's still above average, though.
All of it.
Even the low dip.
Wow.
Goodness. It is now 10 minutes before the hour. Your morning sprint's coming up next.
Thank you so much for being with us.
Stream 4 News Now on your TV for free with the KXLY Plus app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Findlay Downtown Toyota.
I'm Mark Peterson, the Extreme Team and Horizon Credit Union, ready to take on the next task. If you know of a project that needs an Extreme Team makeover, go to KXLY.com to nominate it. 4 News Now Extreme Team brought to you by Horizon Credit Union.
Satay Bistro, Coeur d'Alene's culinary extravaganza of American fusion dining. From our extensive wine cellar to our unforgettably decadent menu, we'll move your experience beyond ordinary to the extraordinary. Satay Bistro, just off the 4th Street exit in Coeur d'Alene.
I think at Hospice of Spokane, it's not just a job. It's a career, but it's also a passion. Nurses, the social workers, the chaplains, the health aides, they just do a phenomenal job, and they get to know the clients. They don't come to treat just the client. They come to embrace the family as a whole.
To serve with the region's #1 hospice team, visit hospiceofspokane.org.
Okay.
Ready?
All right. You got it?
I got it.
Oh, easy. Okay, go down and do it. Go that way, that way. Shit, Mom.
Yeah.
You're gonna need it for the boxes we still have here.
Invest in community. Make new friends. When you live local, you support the people who make Spokane great. Shop now at livelocalINW.com.
Psst, it's my favorite time of year. Lazy Boy's having a sale again.
Wow, I'm getting good at this. The Memorial Day sale, 30% off everything.
Lazy Boy. Live life comfortably.
Did somebody turn off the lights?
Don't forget your seatbelt.
This car won't start until you buckle up.
Seatbelt, Grandma.
1 hour, 2 hours, take up.
Buckle up, Buttercup.
However you say it, it's perfect. Together, we get there.
See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now. This Good Morning Northwest morning sprint is brought to you by Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning.
6:53 is your time. Let's get you up to speed here on your Thursday morning in the morning sprint.
Sydney Charles has details on new court filings in the Pentagon leak case.
Emily Bloom is getting us ready for the Lilac Parade this weekend.
And Mark is talking about some haze in our forecast.
But first, we have new details in the University of Idaho murders case. The man suspected of fatally stabbing 4 University of Idaho students in November has been indicted by the grand jury on 4 counts of murder and 1 count of burglary. Brian Koberger is accused of killing Kaylee Gonsalves, Madison Mogen, Xana Kernodle, and Ethan Chapin in their off-campus home this fall. And he's now just days away from entering his plea. Koberger was scheduled for a preliminary hearing in late June, but this grand jury indictment now changes things. He will be arraigned on Monday now, skipping those hearings altogether. We spoke with local attorney Corey Clear Larson, who says the move is not surprising in a high-profile case like this. Find out more about what Larson told 4 News Now by going to our website, KXLY.com.
The Heir to Bozzi Media, which runs local magazines and events, is now facing drive-by shooting and assault charges. Jordan Bozzi is accused of firing shots at a silver vehicle outside a convenience store early Sunday morning. Bazzi and that vehicle both left the parking lot, but police say he came back 15 minutes later. Bazzi told a clerk someone in the vehicle pointed a gun at him and he shot at their tires. He was arrested Tuesday.
As we look at our forecast, our first alert weather, well, we had a wake-up call into Idaho, literally, with thunder, and we continue to see that die down and move out. We're going to dry out. Things are looking pretty good today. Currently, we're sitting into the mid-60s downtown. We've got 60 up at Deer Park. Our forecast for the day, sun and clouds, a little bit of haze out there, but we're going to be in the low 80s all afternoon. Our high today is 84.
One North Idaho school district is losing a third of its operating budget. West Bonner County's $4.7 million levy failed Tuesday. Athletics, extracurricular activities, recruiting, and retaining staff, all of that funding next year was budgeted to come from the district's levy. Last night, the school board held a meeting to discuss the next steps. The board has to submit a balanced budget by the end of June.
We have new details on the former North Idaho College professor facing battery charges. Court documents reveal that this man, Zachary Schallbetter, threw a bucket full of water and cleaning chemicals at NIC trustee Todd Banducci. Police say the bucket drenched Banducci, his office desk, and a computer. When police questioned Schallbetter about the incident, they say he told them he believes Banducci is to blame for all the problems at NIC. Officer said Schallbetter found out he lost his job at NIC earlier that morning. He told officers he was being let go as a result of policies put in place by Banducci.
University of Idaho is hoping to buy the University of Phoenix. U of I says acquiring the online university would improve both schools' capacity for supporting all students. According to the U of I's website, the total purchase price, $550 million.
And we're learning more about the Air National Guardsman at the center of the Pentagon records leak. In new court filings, federal prosecutors allege Jack Teixeira ignored several orders to stop his searches into classified intelligence that was unrelated to his work. The DOJ says Teixeira was reported as recently as February by a superior for looking at classified materials beyond his primary duties. Prosecutors also said at least 2 other warnings were issued by superiors last September and October, telling Teixeira to no longer take notes on classified intelligence information and to cease and desist on any deep dives into classified intel. He's due back in court tomorrow.
And the 85th Annual Lilac Festival happening this weekend. Several events happening on Saturday before the parade. There is going to be a marketplace, there is going to be a brew fest, and also a car show, all starting in the morning. And then the parade kicks off at 7:45. A KC-135 will be flying over. All kinds of great events happening. The Brew Fest is a ticketed event, so for those of you who are interested, head over to SpokaneLilacFestival.org.
TikTok has been officially banned in Montana. The governor signed a bill yesterday forbidding the app from being offered in mobile app stores to any phone users in the state. All the details on that new ban coming up on Good Morning America.
This July, Spokane will celebrate the 30th anniversary of Benny and June. The movie starring Johnny Depp and Mary Stuart Masterson means a lot to many people in the city, especially those who were extras in the film. To celebrate the anniversary, a group of those extras and fans of the movie are making a short film telling their experience from the time Hollywood came to Spokane. A lot of the extras still live here, and 30 years later, they're celebrating a film that gives Spokanites a chance to see their city on the silver screen. We have more information on our website.
At 4 News Now, we believe you should expect more from local news. Our team is committed to a community conversation and bringing you information you need when and where you need it. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
If your checking account isn't earning you money, it's time to switch to bonus checking from Numerica. The account that earns an incredible 2% annual percentage yield. That could earn you up to $500 every year or more.
Would you like sparkling or tap?
Well, actually...
Dad, no. Showtime.
We brought our own, filtered by Culligan's reverse osmosis system.
Every time?
Like clockwork.
Do you guys want glasses for that?
Yeah.
At Culligan, we get that most people don't think about water like we do, and that's okay. See, when we install a drinking water filtration system, we're thinking about filtering up to 60 potentially harmful contaminants, so you can just think about drinking safer, better tasting water. At Culligan, we think about your water, so you don't have to.
Sorry about that car accident. Got that insurance claim check for you.
I got a call swap.
You forgot your check.
We'll make sure you get the help you deserve, and we only get paid after you win.
One call,
That's all.
509-999-9999.
Good morning. Taking a live look outside, and a little bit of haze out there. We're going to be seeing that certainly in the morning and evening hours. It'll be more prevalent. Highs today are going to be in the low to mid 80s. We're expecting a high today of 84 degrees, but by 10 o'clock, 73. And we take a look at that extended planning forecast. It's looking pretty good. It's going to be hot. Upper 80s for Friday, low 90s for Saturday, both setting records for heat. And then we cool off next week. It looks beautiful with low to mid 70s expected.
All right, Mark. Does look great.
It sure does. Thank you so much for being with us. We'll have updates for you throughout Good Morning America, which starts in 3, 2, 1.